This is going to be weird coming from someone that says use memory techniques because they're so much more efficient and effective at learning information. But when it comes to speeches and presentations, take notes. Do not use memory techniques because what's going to happen is, say for example, here's a whole bunch of pictures of different speeches, but someone's giving a speech and what happens is you're trying to use memory techniques. You're like, okay, let me create an image. Okay, what's the location? And when you're doing all of this, that person is going to continue to speak. That person doesn't care what you're trying to do, right? Because there's probably 30, 40, 100, 1,000 more people in the room. And so if you're trying to do all that work to use the memory technique, you're going to miss out on what they're saying. And so that's why it's just easier to take notes. Yes, even when you're taking notes, you're not really paying attention to what they're saying. You might be copying down word for word whatever they're talking about, but actually understanding it, no, because you're so focused on taking notes. But once you have your notes, you're able to apply memory techniques to whatever you're trying to learn from the speech. And so it's so much easier and more effective to take notes first, because at least you're paying somewhat more attention than just using memory techniques. A speech is kind of like spoken numbers. If it's one number per second, 1, 5, 0. And when you try to use memory techniques and you say on a number too long, the other numbers are coming regardless if you're ready or not. That's the same thing as a speech or a presentation. The people are going to be speaking regardless if you're ready or not for the next point. And so that's why I say take notes first, then use memory techniques to remember the notes. Trying to use memory techniques when someone's speaking is almost impossible because most people are not going to be at that level where they're able to instantly change whatever the person's saying to an image and store it in their memory. That's pretty hard. Memory training for spoken numbers is hard enough, and that's just one thing that is going to come up, right? Digits from 0 to 9. One type of information is going to be presented to you, but that's still a killer in memory competitions because you mess up for 1 second, boom, you forget the next number. You don't ever hear it. So, sounds weird, sounds kind of counterintuitive, but take notes over using memory techniques when someone's giving a speech or presentation. Hopefully, you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.